Let me get a former cricketer in here. Maninder Singh, what's your view on this? Do you think that the racism or the consciousness of race is growing within cricket? I mean, as cricket becomes more competitive, as it becomes a tough game, as it, it's a winner-takes-all kind of game, so also the consciousness of race is growing.
See, I think that's the best way to hurt somebody. What are you trying to do? What are the Australians basically trying to do when they say something is trying to hurt the opposition so that, they lose their concentration. So I think what Harbhajan has done is, if he said it, I'm sure he's not said it. If he has said it.
But supposing somebody calls someone within quotes a Habshi. Now that is a terribly derogatory word.
I absolutely
would you agree that should not be used?
I absolutely agree with you, but when are these words used? Mostly, I'm talking about the cricket field, mostly to hurt the opposition, to make sure that they lose their concentration. And I think what Andrew Symonds has done, went and complained, is the way he thinks, the way he talks on the field. What he says on the field is to hurt the opposition, and I think whatever has happened, he's taken it as a hurt.
But all over the world, anti-racism is becoming a very sophisticated language. In America, you can't use certain words. In France, where there are black players, you can't use certain words. Dipankar Gupta, is India lagging behind? Do we really need to think about the words that we use very recklessly, such as, we use the word Bahadur for people from the northeast, we use the word Madrasi, we use the word Chamar. Should we be using these words? Are we lagging behind in the anti-racist discourse?
I think we shouldn't be, but I think you're also confusing a few issues here. For example, when we use derogatory words to designate certain castes in our country, is absolutely unacceptable. But to say the word monkey is same as the word chamar, I think is stretching it too far.
Because he perceives it that way. He perceives it that way.
Yeah, but that's right. But that can be used any which way. For example, if I have a problem with somebody,
the hurt and
I might
injury
say
is
that
coming from Andrew Symonds.
That's what I'm
Well,
trying to
I
say.
can get hurt and injured at something else. For example, somebody...
I'm very sure if Harbhajan has said that word, he's not said it with the intention that Andrew Symonds has taken it as. So, like Andrew Symonds basically has just taken...
But Andrew Symonds believes that to be called a monkey is to be abused for his race. Now, the point is, given that, should Harbhajan not perhaps tender an apology?
Well, if he said it, I'm sure he's not said anything. You can't make out anything on the screen. There's nothing on the mics anywhere. So I am very sure he said something in Hindi or Punjabi and he's taken it in the English sense and made it a big issue out of it. I think he had something naughty in his mind, Andrew Symonds. And when Harbhajan said something, sometimes you don't understand the accents. Sometimes the Indian says something in Hindi.
Okay, Kanchai Laya, respond to that. Maybe it's just a case of misunderstanding. He just didn't understand what the word was and he construed that it was racist abuse when it wasn't.
No, the whole question of racism is being taken wrongly as a kind of nationalist issue now. Then why did we protest that language of so-called Goody or somebody against Shilpa Shetty so much and then made a big issue out of it? Today, why don't you give the same benefit of doubt to Andrew and ask this, Harbhajan say that openly, apologize, and then get out of this rut?
Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point. If someone has caused someone racial hurt and humiliation, maybe they should just tender an effortless apology and carry on with the game. Well, let's continue the debate when we come back on Face the Nation.